iBuyNeo.com is an initiative from Cozy to make sure that the money that you make locally stays in the local community. And as always, Dan Roman, the director of the iBuyNeo Community Loyalty Program, stops by. And now we have Mark Madere, portrait designer from SpectraLight Photography and Design. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Dan, as always, give us a little brief overview of iBuyNeo.com.
Sure. We created iBuyNeo to make it easy for people to find locally owned companies and to shop locally. Now, more than ever, the holiday season is approaching. What a great time to decide to start spending money locally. All these choices out there, different big stores and other options. But really, let's think about the local economy right now during the Christmas holiday season. Mark is a member of the iBuyNeo program as one of our merchants. And it's a great holiday time to think about family portraits.
Now, let's get right to it. You're a portrait designer. I've seen some of the photos. You do some amazing, amazing things. Let's just get right to it and let's go over the photos that you brought today.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, digital photography has allowed us to do a lot of things that we weren't able to do up until a few years ago. We can replace eyes that are closed, expressions that don't look good. And so here's a photograph where I received a call from the mother of this family about a year ago wanting to do this for the holidays. When it came time to do the portrait, Dad was in the hospital, and they were unsure if he was ever going to be able to come home from the hospital. So I made a special trip down there, photographed Dad in the photograph you see there, and then later digitally added him to this photograph. So you can see the empty spot in the middle of the photo.
Hey!
And there's Dad.
Magic.
And unfortunately, that was the last portrait that Dad was able to participate in.
It just says a lot to what you did. They're forever will have that picture in their hearts as well. And on this next one, I mean, you can see these beautiful families right here. What I think is amazing, especially with what you can do today, is that you can actually, it's not all new pictures. You can actually take old damaged pictures and make them look new again, correct?
That's right, that's right. Again, digital has allowed us to do a lot of things we couldn't do a few years ago. We can take old faded photographs, restore detail that has been lost, repair cracks that are throughout the photograph. We've even replaced whole chunks of pictures that were missing. Here's a photograph where Mom wanted a portrait of just her daughter without the boy in the photograph and wanted a different scene. So we digitally removed the hand of the boy that had his hand on her arm and put her on this new background.
So you can, that's almost putting them into a fantasy world. So if anybody just has a photo, you could put them into sort of any fantasy world they choose, right?
That's right. In fact, we have a new service called Enchanted Pics, where we can take any snapshot. You can provide us the snapshot. We can digitally remove your child from that photograph and then place them into a new scene, such as flowers. This is kind of an Ann Getty style type of photography, but on a more affordable basis.
Boy, look at, wow. They're on it. What is that, a unicorn?
That was a unicorn.
That was a unicorn.
Those are hard to find these days.
You know, so it's traditional photography, senior pictures, weddings. You pretty much do it all. You can also do subtle retouching.
Yes. Yes. We do a lot of executive portraits. Business people wanting to have a new photograph for their business cards or website, and they're always concerned about gray hair or no hair, wrinkles under the eyes. So we can actually take their photograph, remove those problem areas, and create photographs that they look a lot better in. So we're about to see an example right now. Here's the original photograph, and then with some retouching, we eliminated the shiny spots on her face and some circles under the eyes to give you a much better result.
Well, that's some great work right there, Mark. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I wish you continued success and happy holidays.